and welcome to Are You Hungry? Today, to start off our segment, we're going to be going to the Gingered Peach with Carly.
Thanks, Gabby. We're here at the Gingered Peach with owner Joanne to ask her a little bit about her bakery. Hi, Joanne. How are you today?
Good. Thank you for asking.
What made you decide to open up a bakery?
So, I grew up in a house of baking and cooking from scratch.
Yeah.
We didn't eat out. We didn't buy our birthday cakes out. We made all of our cakes. So baking has been in my blood for as long as I can remember. I decided to open a bakery because after working a corporate job, I decided that it just was not the right fit for me, and I didn't want to work for anyone else, and I figured I might as well do something that I love, and that's baking.
And how did you come up with the name The Gingered Peach?
The pictures you see on the wall are pictures of me and my grandmother. Her name is Johnny. She's from Georgia. So
Yeah.
she's a peach.
Yeah.
And she set the foundation of baking for me, and she just had this beautiful whimsy about her. And when we would bake stuff, she would, if we didn't have all the ingredients, like one recipe requires currants, and we didn't have those, she would say, oh, just ginger it up. So this, which is the polite Southern way of saying work with what you have.
Yeah.
And this bakery is named after my grandmother.
It's really nice in here. What inspired you to design it like vintage, in a vintage fashion?
It's styled a lot after my grandmother's kitchen. So the ceiling tiles match the tiles she had in her kitchen. The colors that are in here, just something really comfortable.
I have to ask you, what is in the Joanne cupcake named after you?
So the Joanne cupcake is a chocolate cupcake filled with raspberry compote, which is like a jam, and it has chocolate buttercream.
I'm gonna have to try it.
It's super
But in the meantime, can we go back and see what your bakers are doing today?
right now. So basically the process is you make this giant ball of dough, and then we drop it on a table like you see here, and she shapes them into individual triangles. So she basically is making every scone for the entire week. Althea, how many scones a week do we make?
Oh, I should be able to say that off the top of my head. It's got to be at least 500. Probably
Really?
more.
How long does that take?
Very long.
A long time. She's making cinnamon chip right now, and so scone dough is pretty dry, and then we add buttermilk to it to get it to the right consistency. So that's what she's doing right now, slowly adding it in, not to overhydrate the dough, but now also you don't want it dry. And then she's going to shape it into what she wants.
Thanks, Carly. All those treats look delicious. I hope you bring me back one. Well, now we're here with Elizabeth Zavala. She is the Administrative Assistant at Career Services, and she's going to tell us a little bit about an etiquette dinner that was held on Ryder's campus. So, Elizabeth, I'd like for you to tell us a little bit about, what the etiquette dinner is for people who don't know.
The Etiquette Dinner provides an opportunity for students from both the Lawrenceville campus as well as the Princeton campus to learn dining etiquette. We introduce them to the whole concept of eating from formal settings and to a much more complicated setting. Our hope is that they will be able to leave Ryder or Westminster and be able to attend either an interview or a business meeting and feel confident.
So what are the types of students who you see attending the etiquette dinners?
We had a lot of students from business. We had students just from all kinds of, years. So there were some juniors, there were some seniors, there was a few grad students. There were some international students who I was very happy to see because they felt that it was important for them to learn dining etiquette in this culture because it differs from their own.
Right. So what are some of the things that students can expect to learn at these etiquette dinners?
Well, I think as generations roll forward, like, my mother's generation knew more than my generation. My generation tends to know more than yours. Because with every generation, we seem to get more more comfortable, more lax. And what we don't want is for students to attend a business meeting and be looking from side to side to see what other people are doing. We want them to be able to build confidence and know which spoon to use, know which fork to use, and just be very comfortable with that. Dining etiquette skills establishes your credibility and your reputation. And if you don't know them, you'll stand out. And if you know them, you'll stand out.
I attended the etiquette dinner, and the whole time I was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea that there was all this stuff to know about eating. I thought you just sit down and eat. But I thank you so much for, the information and this interview. And so now stay tuned for this important message.
I'm in a sorority, but Greek life isn't only my life.
I'm an athlete, but I'm not dumb.
I'm an African American, but I'm not out on the street selling drugs.
I am a woman, but I am not weak.
I'm gay, but I don't want every man that walks past me.
I'm Asian, and we don't all look the same.
I make mistakes, but I am not my failures.
Welcome back. Now Jalen's taking to the streets again to see which treat students prefer.
Thanks, Gabby. So today we are here at Rider University. We're going to be asking a few of the students which cookie they like better. They're both chocolate chip cookies. One is from Starbucks and one is from Daily. So let's see what the kids are going to like. You're going to grab this one right here. This will be chocolate chip cookie A. Let me know what you think.
Soft,
Okay.
moist, sweet.
Sugary? Okay. Take that one. Take that one. Sugary. Okay. Let's try option B.
More fresh.
Fresh. Okay. Sweet. Sugary. Yeah. I'm a mind reader. Choose option B. And what do you choose? Option B. Okay. So that means you guys like the Starbucks cookie. This is the first one was from David's. They're good. Okay.
The second one.
Second one. Perfect. Option B.
Great, yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, thank you. So which one do you like more? So that one is from Starbucks and the first one is from Dailies.
I knew it.
So we like option A. Well, option A is from Dailies, the dining hall.
I figured.
And option B is from Starbucks. You don't like Starbucks, okay. Option B. So option B is from Starbucks and option A is from Dailies. So I guess you like Starbucks. Perfect. Cookie B is from Starbucks and A was from Dailies. So you were close. Thanks. So after surveying a few of the kids here on campus, the verdict is kids like Starbucks a lot more than Dailies, which is what I expect because I like Starbucks. So back to you, Gabby, in the studio.
Thanks, Jalen. Now don't touch that dial because we'll be right back.
Nice shoes. Thanks, I like your shoes.
Welcome back. Now we're going to go see what Sam is cooking in the kitchen.
Thanks, Gabby. We're here today to make a really delicious appetizer. Emily, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So what are we whipping up today in the kitchen?
Today we're making some bruschetta, a delicious appetizer. To make it, we need some Italian bread, we need parsley, we need cream cheese, garlic, tomatoes, and olive oil.
Okay, great. So now that we went through all the ingredients that are needed to make this appetizer, what's the first step?
The first step we're going to do is to cut the parsley.
Okay, cool. Okay, so now the parsley's been chopped, what's next?
Next, we're going to make the cheese spread.
Okay.
We're going to combine the cream cheese, some salt and pepper, and the parsley.
Okay, great. the cheese spread looks amazing. The parsley smells awesome. What's next?
Next, we're gonna make the tomato topping.
Okay.
We're going to combine the tomatoes and a teaspoon of olive oil.
Okay. Okay, so every time I go out to eat, I absolutely love getting the bread before a meal. So how are we getting this portion started?
So first, we're going to be cutting the bread. We're going to be making little like indents, like rivets into the bread.
Okay.
Diagonally. So now we're going to be putting the bread into the oven. It was preheated to 400 degrees and it's going to be going in for about 5 minutes or until it's golden brown.
Okay, perfect. Okay, the bread is nice and golden and crispy, so what are we doing now?
Now we're going to rub some of the garlic that was been sliced in half. We're going to rub that onto the bread.
Okay. Okay, the kitchen is smelling like the delicious garlic, which I love. So what's next? I'm really getting hungry.
Next, we are going to put the cream cheese spread onto the bread, and then we're going to put the diced tomatoes on top of that.
Okay, perfect. This is gonna be delicious. Okay, Emily, the kitchen smells amazing. I'm super hungry. Let's give this a shot.
Let's.
The cream cheese with the garlic and the parsley, so many amazing flavors in one bite.
And with the toastiness of the bread, so good.
Absolutely. So if any of you at school want to try this recipe out, give it a shot. It's super easy to make, minimal steps, and it's really, really inexpensive. We'll go back to you, Gabby, in the studio.
Well, that's all we have for today. Thanks for staying tuned. I'm Gabby Flamini for Are You Hungry?